What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm here with an everyday fall makeup tutorial. I do a version of this look every single year because I like to change my looks with the seasons, and even though it might just be slight tweaking, it might look the same for the most part, I pull out different products that make me excited for this season. I just tend to customize the look accordingly. So this look is so easy to do. Anybody can do it. It's just a few products. It's getting me in the mood for the fall season. Today especially, it's a crisp 60-degree day with a breeze. I've got all the windows open in my house. I've got my Charlie Brown leaves mug, and I am just in the fall spirit. Oh, and I've got my leaves candle burning right there. I am ready for the season. So happy September, everybody. I hope you enjoy this look and this tutorial. I'm gonna break it down for you step by step. Please subscribe and let's just jump right in. Welcome back. Before we get started, you may hear sounds of trucks and cars and whatnot, but today is a very brisk and breezy 60-degree day. It's giving me all of the fall feels. So I had to open up all the windows in my house. So it feels so glorious in here. I can't even imagine the windows being shut, so I'm sorry if the sound isn't 100%, but it's just so beautiful in here. So I'm gonna use my favorite primer. I'm gonna have to go replace this soon. This is the Lawless Set the Stage Hydrating Soothing Primer Serum. I have been using this since the beginning of the year. I think it was January when I got this in the mail. This gives a sticky tackiness to the skin, which I love because I feel like then my makeup just sticks right onto it. Oh my god, that just made me think of the guy in Friends. This is unbelievable. And he smacks his face. I'm applying that. And then I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath foundation, which you guys know is my all-time favorite foundation, especially for everyday looks because it's kind of like a tinted moisturizer, but it just makes your skin look like your skin, but better. I just recently bought a brand new one and I just love the box. It's so beautiful. Look at this gloriousness. I am in the shade LM9. And I've just been using this foundation a lot more recently, and I just think it's stunning. And when I used it again the other day when I did this look, I was going out shopping and stuff, and when I put it on, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I loved this so much. Because when you try new things, you're like, oh, this is good for this reason, this is good for this reason. I'm gonna have to close this window. It's too much. I had to close that window. It was far too loud, and a screw just fell out of my bench, so hopefully this doesn't collapse while I'm filming. That would suck. But yeah, anyways, when you start using more products or different products more frequently, it's you can find certain things that you like about each one. And when you go back to old favorites, it's oh yeah, I am obsessed with this. So gonna use this, and I'm applying it with my Fox 4 brush, which, by the way, if you want to get your hands on my brush set, they are almost sold out. I will link them down below. You get 5 brushes. 2 of them are for the face. This is one that you can use for foundation, concealer, cream bronzer, cream blush, cream highlighter, you name it, anything cream on the face you can use it for. There's also the Fox 5 brush. This is great for under eye powder, highlighter. You can use this for contour. You can use this for blush, anything powder related. And then the eyeshadow brushes, you've got the Fox 1, 2, and 3, and these are 3 different brushes for eyeshadow. You've got 2 different blending ones that are perfect for creating any sort of look, and then this one, which is perfect for liner, smoking up into a smoky shadow look, lower lash line, gel liner in the waterline, you name it. So it's kind of a full encompassing brush set. If you want to get your hands on it, now's the time. I will link it down below. But I am gonna go in with the Fox 4 brush with this foundation. I'm gonna pump it on the back of my hand. Woo! Watery. I need to shake this. That is for certain. So I'm just gonna put that on my neck really quick. Okay, let me shake this up. And then just apply this on the face. This is so thin, but it just gives such a beautiful finish on the skin. It's glorious. Perfect for an everyday look. And you see the difference between this side and this side? There's just a little bit more pink and discoloration. This just kind of evens everything out, but it's not too full coverage. You can still see my freckles here and blemishes, but it's just so pretty. Do the forehead. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my current favorite concealer, which is the Catrice True Skin Concealer. I have just really fallen in love with this lately. It just gives like a very hydrating, full coverage look under the eyes. It's so beautiful. And then I'm gonna use my, let me find it first before I start talking about it. I'm gonna blend this in with the F03 brush from Sigma. This is a brush that I used all the time, and then when I created the brush set, was only using that foundation brush to do my concealer and everything. And then the other day I picked this one up again and I was like, oh yeah, I love this one too. So we are using this again. I feel like I look like I have a mustache because I do. Like I need to shave that. I'm like, I wonder why it looks like I've got a mustache. Probably because of the mustache. Might have something to do with it. Cool beans. Why don't people say cool beans anymore? I said it to a Gen Zer the other day. They were like, what? Like, yeah, cool beans. So lately, I've been going directly into powder right after doing all of that. I've been on like a cream contour, cream blush, cream highlight kick for quite a bit. But I started doing this routine again lately and doing mainly powder products. And my oily skin has been so happy. Wouldn't you know? I just pick up some of the powder on my brush, put it here in the cap, and I'm gonna set the whole freaking face. I start where I really need it, so I wanna set the under eyes so they don't crease, and then I will do like all up in this area down here, the chin, do the nose, forehead, eyebrows, and then also just everywhere. And it's been helping so that like every other product that I put on top just goes on really seamlessly. And then too, I started using those Hourglass bronzers, which I'm about to use next. And I felt like the cream products that I was putting on first were almost competing with those. And those are just so gorgeous on their own, and they like need their space and time to shine. So when I started not doing cream bronzer and cream blush and all that, I just felt like they really just stood out so much more and looked so much more beautiful on the skin and just like laid more beautifully, and I just loved the result. So that's what I'm going to go into next. I'm first going into the diffused bronze light from Hourglass. It looks like this, and I'm going to put this on the cheeks and on the forehead, just kind of like everywhere. And then just to add a little bit of spice, I'm gonna go into the Radiant Bronze Light from Hourglass, and this adds just like a little bit more warmth, a little bit more deepness, just a little. These have a little sheen to them, which is why I think the other stuff was just like competing. It was just too much of a good thing, you know? I just love that. It's so beautiful. And then I'm gonna hit my nose with a little bit of NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt and just give it a little bit of zhuzh, little snatchiness. Put way too much on the nose, that's okay. We'll work with it, it's fine. Been here before. See, I just like accidentally made it look wider. To fix that, I'm just going in with a really dense brush. This is the 124 from Smith. It doesn't have to be this one exactly. Anything that's just like super dense like that is what you're gonna want. So even like a really dense flat eyeshadow brush, but I'm packing on my powder and I'm going over top of this to kind of brighten up that area again so it doesn't like drag the contour down too far, which then widens the nose. Now for blush, I'm gonna go into my extra bougie Tom Ford blush brush. I've been loving this. I like forgot that this was in my collection for so long. I was going through my drawers in my closet here that has like all of my makeup and stuff, and I have a brush full of like brushes that I haven't used in a while. This and the bronzer brush were in there, and I was like, oh yeah, we should not let those go to waste because they're bougie AF. So I'm gonna be using this with some of my MAC blushes. I'm gonna go into some of like the warmer ones. I don't remember the names, but I will try to find them online and get the correct name for you. But this is just like one of my most used makeup products just in general. You can tell it's very well loved because it's so dirty, but I use it all the time. Unfortunately, MAC has like discontinued a ton of their blushes, which is really sad. I feel like MAC just needs more love and appreciation because they really were one of the first brands that really made makeup what it is today. And their products are just timeless, literally timeless. I started getting these types of products, like these like blushes and stuff from MAC back when I first started getting into makeup back in like 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. And not saying that these are those exact ones that I purchased, but the same kind, like it's the same stuff. And it's still to this day just timeless and good. And yeah, so I hope they stop discontinuing things and just keep things. But to do that, we all need to go buy them. So I'm going to keep MAC as one of my top brands that I repurchase from because they really do have like some of the best products. I mean, look at that color. That's so beautiful. Very, very pretty. I also like to bring it literally everywhere. I still am just a die-hard fan of Champagne Pop. This is from Becca and now Smashbox owns it. It's just a gorgeous like peachy shade and I love it, especially for this time of year. I like anything that's more like peachy and goldish. So I'm gonna pop this on the cheekbones just a little bit though because this can go really intense. We just need a small amount, just a little bit, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Same with the nose, small amount. Boop, boop, boop. I am going to spray my face with the Morphe setting spray. Time for eyebrows. I've been just using the Benefit Precisely eyebrow pencil again, but I love applying it from afar so that I don't do too much. So we're gonna whip through this. They are a little bit darker than I would prefer at the moment, but I think once I get everything else on, it will be okay. Now I'm gonna quickly go in and prime with the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. This will give me a nice base for the eyeshadows. We are good to go. So I've been using the new Maneater Volume 3 palette from Tarte lately. I'm obsessed with the second one that they came out with. That has just been like my go-to everyday palette for like a few years now. But they came out with this. It's slightly different. It has a couple of the same shades and a few different shades as well. So I'm going to be using this today because I think that it gives such a beautiful like everyday look, but kind of warm and perfect for fall. So I'm first going to go into Purr, which is the shade right here, and put this all over the lid and also carry this into the crease. This is a color that you could honestly just wear on its own. It's so quick and easy. Like already I feel like I've got a decent smoky eye. That's just one shade. So beautiful. Then bring this underneath. And then I'm just using the same brush. I'm gonna go into Swift and also mix it with Untamed. These are a little bit warmer. Just keep this on the outer part and then lightly bring it in. Bringing those underneath as well. And then grabbing just a little bit of Midnight, not too much of it. You could even mix it in with this shade or this shade here just to kind of like tone it down a little bit. I'll actually probably do that. I'll do one tap into each one. And then focus this right here on the outer part of the lid and the lash line. Kind of smoke that up. And it also kind of cools the look a little bit because Midnight is a little cooler toned, and you know I love mixing warm and cools together. So kind of just, ooh, I love it. It's like a wearable smoky. It's mainly at the lashes, but lightly goes up a little. I'm gonna do the same thing very lightly on the lower lashes. So you wanna look up, keep your chin down, and just hit just a touch. Nothing crazy. I'm grabbing my Fox 3 brush with Midnight. Very lightly, I'm gonna push this right at the lashes themselves. So I get that little extra definition. I'm gonna use my face highlighter to highlight the inner corner of my eyes and also bring this on the brow bone. Blend those out. I saw a lady with what I thought was her dog on the back of her bike in like a little basket, and I was like, oh, how sweet, she's riding with her dog. It was a child. Curling the lashes. Lately, I've actually been curling them twice. I do the first one, and then I go in with a second. And it just gives them that extra bit of oomph. Just a little pizzazz. And then, of course, going in with the Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal, doing 2 coats on the top lashes. I like the MAC Extended Play mascara for the bottom lashes. I just added a touch of Passion right to the lid just to kind of brighten it up a little bit, and I think that that just kind of added more contrast to the outer corner, which made it actually pop even more. I love these eyes. Best part of this whole look is the lip, in my opinion. I mean, I'm loving the eyes and the skin and everything, but I feel like the lip is what, for me, just brings me back to fall coziness, and it's because I use this color specifically every single year. This color is Hazelnut Tea Lip Liner from Laura Mercier. This is such a beautiful, kind of like a warm mauve terracotta kind of a color. It's so beautiful. I'm just gonna apply it so you can see the color. I am going to add a couple of other things to it to tweak it this year, but this is something that if I was in a rush and I had to do my makeup really quick, I would just use this because it's not too drying on the lips where I'm like super uncomfortable. I feel like some lip pencils are like that. It is dry because it is a lip pencil, but for me, it's comfortable, and this is such a beautiful, like, everyday fall lip color. So I'm gonna line my lips, overline them, and fill it in. This lip color, every time I put it on, I am just, transported just to a crisp fall scene. Like I'm in a forest with fall foliage and a hot cup of warm something, whether it be a hot chocolate or a coffee or a pumpkin something. Because I'm a slut for the Cool Brown lip pencil, I'm gonna pop a little bit of Cool Brown from Anastasia just to some of the border to give it a little bit of oomph. Just to give it a little something, something, something. Under here. Do I want this or no? I feel like I'm gonna regret it. We're good. A little bit of Oshii Single from Patrick Ta to the center. Just a little. We're not rubbing it around. We're like little kiss, just kiss your lipstick. Little kisses, little taps. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Yes, you guys, this lip color, I just can't. See, this just made everything come together. It made everything pop. I am obsessed. You are gonna see me wear this look all season long. I just love this. This is if Gilmore Girls was a makeup look. This just gives me all of the fall vibes. It's very everyday. It's so easy to achieve. Anybody can do this look. But that's it for this tutorial. I am just so in love with this look. It makes me feel very beautiful. It makes me feel confident. This lip specifically, this lip specifically is just so fall. Can we not? This lip specifically is just so fall to me. It's just like 90s fall in a lip color. Oh, I just love it. I am about to go walk my dog in the forest because it's such a beautiful, crisp fall day, and I just feel like I need to put this look to use. And what better place than in the forest, where I want to be right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and getting some of my tips and tricks. I know the look is very simple, but I think that more so than anything, more than like the look itself, it's about finding products that make you excited to do your makeup. don't be afraid to switch things up. Try new things. Go for that warmer lipstick or lip liner, or go for the bold one. Like if you want, you could do the same look with like a chocolate lip. Oh, that would be so stunning. Just play around, have fun with it, and do what you need to do to make your everyday makeup fun. If you're kind of bored and you're like doing the same thing all the time and it's becoming a hassle, let's romanticize it. Let's make it fun. Let's pull out your fall lip liner, pull out whatever it is, and only use it for that time of year, because it really does make it special. Because every time I get to whip out this damn lip liner, I am just so excited to do my makeup. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that I brought you all of the fall cozy makeup feels. I'm so excited to go sip my coffee downstairs with the windows open and just enjoy this crisp, beautiful day in this crisp autumnal makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye. Love.